just like fully meeting and the proficiency discussions that we've had for a long time. I've had really deep conversations with teachers about what it means to be exceeding and now extending. And what does it mean? And I think it's a conversation that we're going to continue to have.
For sure.
And so when we're talking about it, we are looking for that sophisticated understanding. And sophisticated is kind of a tricky word sometimes. But it's that the understanding that they're demonstrated is so beyond what we would have expected, that they're using the different strategies and skills, and they're able to make connections between material. They're able to show their understanding in a way that's just beyond what would have been expected. So I think about it in like a real classroom kind of way. I think about grade 2 math. Grade 2 math students are expected to add double-digit numbers to 100.
Right.
If
Practicing that at home right now with my son.
Perfect.
Tons of fun.
Wonderful. When we used to think about exceeding, if a student was in grade 2 and they were able to add 2-digit numbers, we'd say that they were fully meeting. Now we're looking at, even just to be proficient, what are the skills and strategies that they're using in order to add those 2-digit numbers together? Because there's lots of ways to think about it. If a student in grade 2 would be adding 3-digit numbers, which is technically a grade 3 area of content, because we're adding to 1,000 in grade 3,
right,
we might have been tempted to say, that student is exceeding, they're doing beyond grade level.
Right.
But when we think about students that are extending their understanding, it doesn't necessarily have to be that they're doing content areas that are beyond. It's how well are they able to show their understanding of double-digit addition. So if we look at that content area through the lens of a competency, curricular competency that comes to mind is one that talks about modeling their thinking, which means they're using manipulatives, they're drawing. If it's applicable, they're acting it out. They're using something really physical. And so if we look at adding 2-digit numbers through the lens of how can they draw it, how can they show they understand with manipulatives that really illustrates the thinking that's happening, there's a possibility, depending on that sophistication of thinking, seen through that competency, that might show that that student is extending in their understanding of the concept.